Good evening, everyone. Here, we live in a world that rewards certainty. We admire confident leaders, experts with all the answers, the unshakable opinion that we never challenged. And of course, the treat others as you would like to be treated in Confucianism's golden rule of the Analects. Life is filled with questions to ask, decisions to make, and opportunities to seize. But we are rarely, if ever, taught to think again. Today, I want to make a case for hesitation. Not the one that breaks our confidence, nor am I forgetting my words, but the one that is actually reflective and open-minded. I want to challenge the shame to come up with the most simplest question in the world. What if I'm wrong? Think about your strongest decisions, the ones you bet your money and your future on it. Now, consider for a moment that it might be incomplete, or even totally incorrect. Does that feel comfortable? Of course it would. That's because our brains are wired to see our belief as a part of our identity. Now that's completely fine to feel so, but the point is, an attack on our belief feels like an attack on us personally. So obviously, we surround ourselves with information that we already confirmed. What psychologists call confirmation bias. But I don't want to go too deep in psychology in today's speech. The point is, we became mental fortresses that we are so confident and comfortable on previous ideas. But the world is not static. What was true yesterday might not be wholly true today. Even the scientists that we admire now was once to be seen as a nerd and a weirdo. No one had believed in Galileo and Kepler when they first suggested that the geocentric model was wrong. That means people used to confidently believe the Earth was in the center of the solar system. The moon, sun, other planets are all over the Earth. Now, progress doesn't only happen by navigating on old maps. Progress most efficiently happens by redrawing them. It's a milestone of a reflective and a resilient mind. It's the difference between a conviction and a reflection. A conviction says, this is the way, while a reflection asks, what are the other ways? The former, obviously, ends a conversation easily, but the latter, it starts 1,000 more. But the world is not static. Wait. So, how do we become those thoughtful rethinkers? First, I want to separate your conviction from your opinion. Say, I believe this for now, instead of, this is who I am. Opportunities never came from a simple and a straightforward idea. Opportunities will only come from extensive and multiple ideas. Second, seek out disagreeable evidence. On purpose, read the article from the other perspective. Listen to the people who sees the world differently than you. Not to rebut them, but to understand them. You might not easily change your mind, but you will certainly deepen your understanding. Thirdly, normalize the phrase, I used to believe, but now I. Say it out loud. Say it out loud proudly. It doesn't mean that you were foolish then. It can only show that you are growing. It's the verbal signature of growth. But relax. I'm not pushing you to be the second Aristotle. Nor am I suggesting that all opinions are equally valid. Facts matter. Values matter more. But the point is not to get it right at once. The goal is to get it right throughout your whole lifetime. And that, ladies and gentlemen, requires constant revision. You know, the most dangerous person in the world, definitely not the one who don't know, or the one who certainly they do, but only sticks to the simplest and easiest idea on earth. So, how about this? Let's make a new life goal. Let's admire the flexibility of the reed than the brutal strength of the oak in a storm. Let's build our identities, not on being extremely proud of owning stuff that we already have, but on being engaged, being open-minded, being reflective, and being willing to see the world in a new perspective. Thank you.